YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Victoria 3, Episode 8. So, in our last episode, the war that started on that episode is still technically going. Our enemies have been bowing out individually, but the war, we still have Austria here. Because, I mean, Austria's pretty potent too, but Britain still has all of their allies. They want to ban slavery, conquer Bohemia. Oh no, they already conquered Bohemia. Germany's kind of a mess right now, but that is not my problem. What my problem is, however, is going to be an economic one. We need to do something about being able to afford these shiny new construction tools that we have. So I was thinking, we're about to get the tech for gantry cranes, which is going to make our number of our convoys. So I'm going to get another 2 government administrations to bring us up to 10, which is enough for that quest, but also is going to give us a ton of bureaucracy so that we can properly spam trade routes. Ooh, electrical generation, urban street lights, sawmills. Ooh, yeah, I think we're going to want to invest in this. Yes, I know we're in debt, but distracted by the shiny and all that. What are our options? Nothing specific yet. What's coal-fired need? Steam turbine. Yeah, hardwood's getting expensive again, which is going to make our logging camps go nuts. And yeah, the electrical sawmills are going to do great things, but I don't want to turn those on until we actually get our own electricity generation going. Uh-oh. Party fragmentation. No, we are not loosening purse strings. So we're back to square one with laissez-faire. We keep it open. We could certainly use the extra investment pool from laissez-faire, guys. Come on. Luxury furniture, luxury clothes. We might want to go more heavily into clothes. Are we even into clothes at all? I don't think we are. But the problem with luxury clothes is that we need silk, and we have no means of producing it ourselves. We are at the mercy of others. Luxury furniture, on the other hand, what is luxury furniture made up of? I mean, we are technically supplying luxury items in the form of porcelain with our glass factories. At least I think we are. Yeah, we're doing bone china and producing porcelain. So I actually don't really need to get into that because of goods substitution. My people are going to use porcelain as their luxury goods items as opposed to luxury clothes or whatnot. So you know what? I'm not going to get into those in the luxury form, even though their prices are so high. But yeah, once all these are done, then for reals. Dang it, our landowners became influential. The Great Cape Colony's flood. Devastation. For 5 years, 9,000? We can't afford that. Sorry, guys. And industrialists are no longer powerful? Who did we lose on in the industrialists? Oh, Jingoist, lovely. Well, he likes the exploitation. What's your deal, dude? Just brave and political operator. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, you know what? That's because of that event where they broke ranks and therefore the attraction is lower. Well, their loss. We might not be able to do laissez-faire very well now that we're losing out on that. You know what? It might be more prudent to just break from that and try something else. But what do we really want? We could go for taxation here. Proportional taxation. That introduces the dividends tax, which will certainly generate a lot more revenue. We might not have to rely on the laissez-faire. The trade unions love it, the industrialists oppose it, but I don't want to drop them from 10 to 5, because that makes us lose the level 2 benefit from them. What do we need for graduated taxation? Because that's just more dividends tax. I mean, plus 8k is nothing to sneeze at. You know what, let's go proportional. And yeah, we gave that movement what they wanted, so that made people a lot less angry. Industrial port for port. Yes, sir. Oh, human rights is on the way. You know what? Actually, we'll let that cook up naturally. We want civilizing mission for ourselves, but we're going to use human rights once that pops. And now we have like 1 billion convoys. Okay, additional yeah, that went away immediately. Who has low market? Oh yeah, because of the devastation. That will recover in time. Oh, City of Plenty. Most prominent members of Cape Colony high society have been organizing luxurious parties in the lavish urban buildings. Party will never end because minimum expected standard of living. Yeah, we can do good standard of living. Did we lose like a whole bunch of our stuff from industrialists? Why are you at -2? Well, they'll get over the no health system change. I just wish them we're losing out on the although the production technology cost isn't so bad anymore because we're not researching that anymore. This one hurts a little bit, but we'll live without it for now, especially if we can pass proportional taxes. Plus, I want to see what the thing does for our bureaucracy here. I think they just need to fill up, and then that will activate the central archives. The occupancy greater than 90, so they just need to hire enough people. There it is. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. I love bureaucracy. Or store information about our citizens. What does identification documents do for us? Home affairs and taxation. We don't really need that. I love bureaucracy. All right, nice little thing here. And now we can go absolutely nuts with our trade routes. Potential for export. Iron. Paper. Paper. We have a paper we have a paper factory. How are we doing here anyway? I mean, paperworks are doing well. Munitions are meh. Tool workshops are doing well on their own. They don't need exports. Food industries are doing well on their own. They don't need exports. What's going on here? Oh, because clippers are so suddenly not really useful at all because everyone's switching over to steamers. We don't have that. We don't have the ironclad tech to switch over to the more. Although steamers are getting cheap too. Well, regardless of what gets produced, they're getting cheap. All we know is we need more military shipbuilding, but that requires steamers as well. So, All right, we'll deal with that. Unless we can export clippers, we might be able to export clippers. Again, because we're a free trade, we only want to do this if this helps us out. 137 convoys available to the Russians. That brings the clippers price way up. Let's do it. And also fertilizer. We can send lots of stuff to Russia. What else do we need to export lots of? We have lots of fabric. Nah, not worth it to export though. What else are we producing a lot of? Could use a boost in prices. Well, like dynamite. Although we're not producing a lot of that. Let's take a look at our trade center. Yeah, those are just doing their thing. No new modes there. Where's our urban centers here? Because yeah, we have public trams, but again, we want to spread the love. Although we're paying them directly, you know what? Yeah, make public trams. And then electric street lights, we'll do that. Covered markets. Produces more glass, more steel, more services. Less laborers, more clerks. Yeah, we can do that. Services being cheap is good for our people. Repeaters. Not bad. The electric telegraph. Alright. Input goods. Yeah, we need more electricity here. We're getting it. We're getting it. We can do a bunch of power plants in here if need be. Is tea still stupidly expensive? It is still kind of stupidly expensive. May as well cash in on the taxes on that. Next, secret police? No, thank you. Our loyalists are significantly outstripping our radicals now, so I'm really not that worried about revolutionaries and whatnot. I love how they're all building at the same time. I mean, at the end of the day, they don't really require a lot of construction time. Yes, it does cost us a lot of construction money, but that's going to pay for itself in all the wages. Plus, we made a bunch of people unemployed by switching to the street trams there. Let's look at the urban center for this place. I'm okay with public trams here. Covered markets, electric. Need more shopkeepers? About to say, like, this place has a pretty big population. You should be able to get, even if it's a a higher needs one. And yeah, all that tea now suddenly appeared, so that should take care of our unemployment. Yeah, this will start soaking up a bunch of people. And it uses engines, which we're producing a lot of anyway, so this is going to be worth it. Alright, we're barely breaking even now. Maybe we should have dialed this back a little bit. Glass and steel, because I mean these covered markets use a lot. Oh, that's why it's so expensive. It requires electricity. That's why it's so expensive. Yeah, you know what? We're going to stick with gas for now. We'll save our electricity for later. If we need to boost up the demand for our electricity later on, then we can absolutely do that. The boar has become... Oh no, is that us? Well, crap. That means they're going to want luxury furniture no matter what, even if we have plenty of those. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But better luxury furniture than luxury that. All right, so let's just test some things. Let's get a furniture manufacturing going. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Logging camps, electric sawmills to get our production going up there. Holy crap, we got proportional taxation. That's quite good. Okay, that was a one and done. That was another one and done. So now we're going to be taxing, this dividends tax is really the big addition to this. It's going to be taxing the wealthier folks more heavily, because they're the ones that are actually getting the profit windfalls from our businesses. So the better our businesses do, the better we, the government, do. And our rich do not quite get as rich, but that's still pretty, you know, I mean, they're still going to be rich. We're not going to have this is not full communism run. Okay, well, we need to do something to make the industrialists a little happier with us. I think we can try for laissez-faire again, provided enough time has. No, not that. Yeah, laissez-faire needs more cooldown. 5 months. Okay, we gotta try a different law first. Do we want to go for universal? Nah, it's too much fuss at the moment. Regulatory bodies, although that's going to anger the industrialists more. We need to get the industrialists back on our side. No, we're not going backwards on women's rights. We could go for the no migration controls, because that is something that the industrialists like, even though everybody else seems to dislike it. We'll give it a try, just so we can get that last quest there. Alright, yeah, our taxes went absolutely nuts now. Now we can actually start cranking up production. Which means, you know, we're going to do another power plant. We want more food industries. We want more glass. We want more industry, because now we, the government, are making more from it. Heck, let's just get one extra of everything. Give me one of everything, bartender. Except for the unprofitable stuff, or the less than profitable stuff. Are arts academies actually holding their own? They kind of are. Even with the subsidy, I could go +2 on these. Ha! Radicals from discrimination. Yeah, there's no discrimination here. Sorry, guys. A little bit too late. Yeah, you know what? Let's get 2 more. Actually, you know what? Let's wait for our debt to be paid off before we go nuts. Yeah, see, we can actually go full bore on our... Never mind. We can go full bore on our... No, we can't. But these all make us money, so I'm going to do it anyway. The electricity's going back up, so a second power plant is certainly going to pay off. These logging camps are doing well, especially because of the hardwood prices. How we doing here? What's your transportation and tools? Oh, because of the devastation, right? Yeah, well, that heals on its own slowly. All right, our rubber plantation's popping off. Yeah, let's reduce the amount of people needed for it. Yeah, because we're using that. Unfortunately, we don't have more arable land for it. Otherwise, we'd go for it. We have 7,000 people. We can actually expand some stuff here. I don't want to go for that. We could go for a port. That helps with their connectivity, especially once we get free of Britain. That port will be useful. But then after this, for realsies, we got to stop building stuff. and recover our debt. But I want to see what all of our options are for our furniture manufacturing once that gets built so that we can feed our new obsession. I mean, maybe that's a good thing, because the fact that they're willing to pay more for that means that there's going to be a market for our people one way or the other. Also, let's, before we do anything else, let's look for more exports. Porcelain could use some exports. East India, sure. Steamers, we are producing paper. Let's send something out to Spain, get the price of paper up, so maybe our paper mills will be more viable. Yeah, this is all stuff other than opium, which I don't want to import for just on principle. Sulfur, we could use some imports. We're not using a ton of sulfur. We're making our own dye. What else? Wow, actually, furniture just got cheap. Maybe we're not going to go too nuts with it, depending on... Yeah, there's silk. We're not using silk at the moment. Lead needs more imports. Let's see if we can find another good source of lead, because that we are using a lot of. Austrians, yeah, come on down. Ottomans, come on down. And Oberons, let's do it. We got the ships for it. Fine art's going up. That's a good sign. Yeah, you go bankrupt when the red line reaches that. So obviously we're going to stop before then and just pay off our debts so we don't have to be eating interest payments every month. Now, granted, the people that we owe money to are our own people, so it's not like we owe the money to somebody else. Now, another country could step in to offer to buy our debt, but we're not going to take that because then we'll owe them an obligation. It does take a long time to get power plants built, I've noticed. Like a long, long time. All right. Mutual relations are good. A donation of knowledge. Some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Eastern Cape. Oh, absolutely. I'll take a university in Eastern Cape. You kidding me? And I'll get a little extra book learning there, and I don't mind them becoming more influential. So yeah, free industry, free university. Free university. Fantastic. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, because the extra innovation's always good, but the boost in qualifications locally here is always helpful. Help our book learning here, our literacy rate. That was a fantastic thing. Foreign competition. People living in Cape Colony's Congo under dire conditions are afraid that no migrations will increase competition. Oof. Yeah, this isn't working so well. Let's see if we can't flip ourselves back to laissez-faire. It's going to be an uphill battle, but worth the try. Alright, once these two are done, I want to see what our taxes look like when we're only building two things. The steel mill and that port there. And also, do we have any other institutions that we could... Ooh, we could go much higher with the health system. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm okay with that, too. Alright, more people migrating. Fantastic. Alright, we're still technically in the red with things going here. It does say at the very bottom there how much we make if we're not spending in construction goods. But our interest payments are the reason why we're in the red, which is all the more reason why we need to knock it off from this. Although our funds, once all these factories start getting employed and producing more, that should give us more cash money in taxes from our new tax law. Yep, and here we go again. So in our next episode, we see if we can stabilize our economy with this next war breaking out. If you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya!